Hey, welcome back to the Barbarian free-to-play series where we take the free decks given to us on Arena and using the wild cards that we get from the intro color challenge and pulling some cards from the other free decks, we make some serious contenders. And today we're going to take a look at the blue-green Avalanche deck. It has some strong snow themes with some land synergies. We're going to pop the hood underneath this deck. Let's go ahead and take a look. And just a quick refresher on the rules to these free-to-play decks. We're working with 10 commons, 5 uncommons, and 2 rare wildcards, as well as access to all of the other free-to-play decks on Arena to soup up these decks, okay? Them the rules, let's get to it. And alright, you already know the deal. Consider dropping a like on this video and subscribing to the channel. I'm an up-and-coming Magic content creator that's looking for some support from people like you. I appreciate you taking a look at the video. I also stream on Twitch most days. Links in the description below. I also got an awesome Discord community. Links will be in the description below. Let's get to this video. Alrighty, and here we have the stock Avalanche deck that you get right from Arena. So looking over it, you have strong snow themes, as the Avalanche would imply. You got Blizzard Brawl, you got Ascended Spirit, Avalanche Collar, and a few other things. Ice Break Kraken, which is so cool. I love this card when they first spoiled it. Wish it had Trample, but it'll do. But yeah, a lot of snow synergies. Kaldheim was a fun set. Love drafting it. But unfortunately, we don't have enough uncommon and rare wildcard support to truly dive into the snow theme. So instead of focusing on the snow, we're going to focus on the land, as you'll see when we go through the transformation. But you also notice, and it'll be a common theme as we go through this series, that there are just some filler cards that are easy to identify and are easy to replace because we have some other fun cards to put in here. Cards like Vortex Runner, cool creature, but doesn't really do a whole lot. Easily dealt with. Bird Strider, also another creature, while having the not allowing a creature untap. It's kind of cool. Still filler in my book. Bubble Snare, they're better blue removal tempo spells. So these are kind of spells that we identify quickly going through, and then we're going to replace, as you will see when we take it through the Barbarian transformation. And let's get through that transformation. 3, 2, 1, boom. See you on the other side. Okay, coming hot off the Barbarian training camp, we instantly see a much noticeably different deck. All right, we got a deck that wants to ramp and ramp hard. Okay, we're looking at cards that we added like Vastwood Surge, focusing up on some other cards that ramp. We put in Druid class, which loves when you play lands and play lands often, okay? This card is such a key uncommon to a lot of ramp and land synergies. So it's a no-brainer to put 3 in here. You could put 4 if you're loving Druid class, but we did 3 just so that way we could maximize our wild cards. But first, boom, you get some life gain right off of level 1, which is great. It allows us time to set up. Gaining life is so important against aggro strategies that might just be able to defeat us before we really truly get set up. The life gain is great. Level 2 is kind of okay. It's kind of the weakest of the 3 levels in my opinion, because generally when you hit level 2, you are only playing 1 land from hand anyways, and probably ramping with using spells like Vastwood Surge, the Cultivator, things that do that through the card. So while it's still good, it can help you ramp up the life gain in the mid game. But the true treasure is level 3. It turns 1 of your lands into a creature equal to how many lands you control. So not only does that creature get bigger the more lands you play, but you can also defeat your opponent really quickly with it while how hard we're ramping in this deck, okay? And also some cool tech against those pesky board wipe control style decks is you can keep 1 of your Druid classes on level 2 and wait for the board wipe by putting enough pressure with the rest of your deck that you have going on, and then boom, hit level 3, the land's been out so it doesn't have summoning sickness, and bop them, probably killing them or sending them a message, and that's what we want to do here. And then moving on to some other things that we did, looking at how we spent our rare wild cards, we decided to do 2 Faceless Havens, okay? I really, really, really enjoy this card. It's great because we are definitely snow synergied, I did say we're going to be focused on lands, but doesn't mean that we were going to ignore the snow synergies. All right, Faceless Haven becomes a 4/3 creature if you pay 3 snow mana into it, which is great because we're mainly snow land themed already. Great to add that little extra pressure that you need to close out games. Board wipe proof, doesn't get, it waits for you to animate it. Really great stuff. Okay, we get to easily activate this through the ramp that we're going to be doing with our other cards. I thought this was the best way to spend the rares. You guys can spend it on some other stuff like bumping up your Ascendant Spirit if you prefer to have the creature that turns into a monster over and over again, or otherwise. But I think this is also a great rare going forward, as snow probably would be an integral part of the meta post the Midnight Hunt release. Okay, and then some other ways that we spend our wild cards. We looked at bumping up Eureka Moment to 4 of. Again, card draw and ramp. Great stuff. We're more than likely going to hit lands off the card draw, so we get that land drop as a benefit. It's also instant, so allows us to do multiple things at the end of our opponent's turn. We spent one of our uncommon wild cards on Quandrix Cultivator. Again, ramp has a body, so it's great, can hold back the tide a little bit. And spending our final wild card in Vastwood Surge, we also brought 2 over, just so we know where we got 3. 2 of them came over from the Savage Land free-to-play deck on Arena, the green-red one, and then we bumped that up to 3, so spending 1 more wild card. Vastwood Surge, 4 mana, gets you 2 basic lands, also has a kicker spell, can put 2+1/+1 on each creature you control. Great versatility if we do flood out, can add some extra pressure with creatures that we do have, but otherwise, one of the best ramp spells that we have, and we got to remember that we're playing Standard 22, so we don't have things like Cultivate that you can add from regular Standard, but again, focus on going forward post-rotation. Other things that we did, brought in Behold the Multiverse, 3 of these from Sky Patrol, and then added it up to 4, a great versatile spell, Scry 2, Draw 2, really great reloading our hand, especially if we're playing a ton of lands, maybe if we have level 2 Druid class, we can reload our hand. Other things that we did is we definitely pulled a lot of cards, as I've been talking about before. Looking at like multiple choice, this one's from the Fireworks deck, great versatile spell. We have tons of mana, so we can easily hit X at 4 to get all of the stuff. We brought in Emerith, Desert Storm. This one is from, I believe, the Control Center free-to-play deck. And then I'm trying to think, do we have anything else? Oh, Into the Royal, another one. I believe this one is from the Fireworks deck as well. So again, we're trying to really focus on keeping this as lean, mean, and easy to play for all of you. So again, we're really trying to focus on pooling cards that we already have access to and using the limited wild cards that we have. Some suggestions I would make right off the bat, as we are playing green-blue, is that on your first couple mythic wild cards you get, please, please, please get Coma, the Cosmos Serpent. You will thank me. That card literally wins games as soon as it comes down, but I would immediately put that in, maybe replace the Icebreaker Kraken, and maybe cut the Quandrix Command, or something else that you're not really feeling, Avalanche Caller or Ascended Spirit, but that card is really, really bonkers. But again, we don't have the luxury of mythic wildcards, just making you a suggestion going forward, all right? Hopefully you enjoyed this Barbarian Training Camp Avalanche 1.1. I had a blast making this one. Comment down below if you liked the deck, if you didn't like the deck, and had some suggestions of what you could do better. I'm always open to learning how to make these decks better, and also you guys might just have a different perspective, and I love adapting my play style, okay? We'll catch you on the next one. Expect more videos about free-to-play decks, easy to get into. Catch you on the next one. Bye.